Well, hey everybody, Mike, Pine Belt Relics. Just getting back from a trip. Went to see my brother up in Mountain Home, Arkansas. Very tip top of the state up there. And we went on over into Branson and took the kids to the water park and visited around Branson a little bit. But today is July the 8th, and I literally got back from my trip about 45 minutes ago. And folks, it was just killing me. I went up there and up into the Ozarks and was not able to do any arrowhead hunting, and it just tore me apart. Could not wait to get back home and come do some arrowhead hunting, especially when I heard that it had been raining the whole time I was gone. So I'm back out here at the big cutover. Found the Hardin right over there. Just stepping out the truck, I'm looking down. I'm seeing some flint chips all around, just like this right here. Little red flint chip right there, and which is a good sign. There's another red one right there, a little red one. But anyways, I'm gonna get out here and walk around a little bit. I hope everybody had a safe and happy 4th of July, and hope y'all was able to get out and do a little bit of hunting. Man, the flakes are crazy out here. We definitely got some good rain. There's another flake. Oh, I think I see something. Maybe a little live action here. That looks like that could be a point. Wouldn't that be sweet? Ooh. It's an artifact for show. Yep. Little blade or preform. Right off the bat. Cool. Well, anyways, folks, I'm gonna get out here and do some walking. See if I can't come up with a point or two. But like I said, hope all y'all had a great 4th of July, and hope you got to do some hunting. I know some of you did. I've already watched the videos, and that was something else that was just killing me. I was dying to get out there and do it. But anyways, I'll get back with you guys if I find anything else. Thanks for watching. Well, I just been over to pick up this broken tool, bust it up. I could tell it wasn't, that it was already broke, but took a couple of steps after I found that, and see if I can see it from here. Yeah. And see, it's broke too, but just laid up right there. There's a broken point. Well done. Got some nice little serrations in it. Well, it looks like we had a few good rains. A lot of material turned out here. So, all right, I'll get back with you if there's anything else. Thanks, guys. All right, I got something else here, and I sure hope it's not broke, because it looks good sticking out right there. Come on, baby, come on. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Needle tip. Baby, thank you, Lord. Ooh-wee. My goodness. God, that dirt is tacky. Look at that little sweetie. My goodness gracious. Thank you, Lord, for the rain. Get off me, bug. Yeah, I was needing this, folks. Watching all these arrowhead hunting videos of you guys out there. And I'm super stoked for you. But, oh, it's a killer when you can't get out and go. All right. You know what? I'm seeing a lot of stuff laid up. Let me just kind of take you guys along with me. Let me get that put up real quick. In a safe spot. Do not want to be breaking off that needle tip. All right. Just kind of give you, I usually don't take you guys with me whenever I'm out surface hunting, but I will today. And I did mention them. It's just me, I think. Zach, I believe he and his family are out on taking a little vacation. Flake right there. And something just popped up on my screen. I'm sorry, people, if it cut out for a minute. Beautiful red flake right there. But as you can see, all this right here was a sight, this ridge, and it just straight out that way. It drops off down into the creek. But the site actually comes all the way back up here, like I said. Right up by that pile over there is where I found that harden. And all along that ridge, you can see how it kind of just drops down, the creek circling around right down in here and on around the ridge. And then that next ridge over has artifacts on it as well. So it's a good bit of area to look. But when you're out here and you start seeing, I mean, look, just chips and flakes everywhere. And you see this, there's one right there that's freshly washed out. Big old chip right there. You see this stuff that's freshly washed out gets you excited. And obviously, from the last time Zach and I were here, lots of new material washed out. But you got to be careful. A lot of times, like this right here, I can see that that's a flake right there. And you can see it's barely exposed. But that could have just as easily been a point. You just see the very top of it. So make it a habit, folks, to flip that flint. There's something right there. Big old, that is a big citronelle flake right there. Sorry, the camera work sucks. Got some of the white cortex on it. But that stuff's just everywhere. This site is littered with those chips and flakes like that. And these points are not always going to be just laid up. That rain comes and it may just uncover a very slight portion of the point. There's a little broken point right there. Little base. That would have been pretty color. Yes, sir, we had some good rain. All right, that was just an idea of what I'm looking at here, guys. And it's not hard to walk over something. There's a flake right there. And there's tons of little micro chips and flakes in here. They're kind of tough to see, but anyways, I'm gonna keep going. I'll get back with you guys if there's anything else later. Okay, guys, I said something just a little bit ago about making sure that when you're seeing chips and if you see any flint sticking up at all, to flip it, because you never know, it could be a point. And that's exactly what happened right here. I saw just the very, very tip of this point sticking out, and it came from right there. and I flipped it, and my first thought was it's a flake, but I better flip it just in case. And that's a little point. A little crude, but it's a point nonetheless. But that's why I tell you guys, if you're out surface hunting and you're seeing them flakes and you see some that are mostly or partially buried, go ahead and flip it, because you just never know. And guys, listen, I simply cannot, I can't walk and chew gum at the same time, so my commentary, if I sound like I'm a babbling idiot, I probably am. But I don't even remember most of everything I've said. I'm so excited and so happy to be back out here and finding some points. I just hope I don't sound like an idiot. But my point was to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm looking and what I'm doing. A little bit of, I guess, education on the site and why. I'll share with you, if some of you may wonder, okay, well, why are you looking at that particular spot? Why did you go there the first time, and how do you know where to look if you're looking for Indian artifacts? Well, if you look across there, this is simply a ridge that goes around and it drops off down into bottoms, and it comes back up onto the top of another ridge. But down in here where the trees are still standing, of course, that's wetland, and the creek is running down in there. Guys, in most cases, they wanted to be as close to the water source as they could possibly get. They had to have water, okay? I've never been, personally, in my 30-plus years of hunting artifacts, I have never anywhere in South Mississippi found a creek or river or even the smallest stream. If it's a flowing water source, I have found artifacts or signs of artifacts, you know, the flakes and chips, debitage, stuff like that. So they were literally, the Native Americans were literally everywhere, okay? All these high spots here that you see, and it plateaus, flattens off. It was a perfect spot for a campsite. And they would move from spot to spot over the years. And this particular spot, I found the hardened, so I know we've got early archaic. And then I have also found this is right here is more than likely a little woodland point. So we've got different occupations here, multiple cultures. They were using this. If it was good for one, it was good for all in most cases. So they had the water source, which was what their most important resource that they needed. And then obviously they had the stone, the stone to make their tools and projectile points. And I don't see any laying right here, but folks, there's pottery all out here. You can see the red and the dirt. Guys, I apologize. I told you before, I filmed with my iPhone and I ran out of available storage space, so here I am back at the house after having cleaned up my finds for the day. I did find a few more things after the video cut out. I did want to finish up just kind of mentioning what I was talking about there when it cut out. The red dirt in the soil, of course, is the red clay. Plenty of clay in that area, and of course they used it for making pottery. The clay was brought to the surface after they went in and started pushing trees and taking out the trees and using bulldozers to push off the topsoil and stuff. But anyways, thanks, darling. My beautiful wife helping me out here. All right, folks. This is the stuff that y'all saw me find. This little blade, or preform, very nice. And then this little point, and this little killer with the needle tip. It's got a little bit of a stack on the back, but you're not going to hear me complain about that. And then this broken point with the nice serrations that was laid up. And then that little base, y'all saw that. Ended up coming away with a scraper here that was pretty nicely done, uniface on this side. But had some good edge work all the way around. I'm sorry if it's not want to focus right. But anyways, pretty nice artifact. And then y'all saw this broken tool. I showed this just before that, one of the broken points. This I thought was kind of interesting. I have no idea what to call it, but it's uniface on this side, perfectly flat. But over here, they worked a ridge in the top of it, so maybe if you hold it in your hand, just like that, I mean, maybe it could have been a little saw for sawing, or who knows. Anyways, I thought it was kind of cool. Came away with 2 more artifacts, folks, that I wanted to show you. First of all, this little gem. What a knife. And as you can see, it was hafted. It's got a stem, very slight ears. When I first saw it sticking out, I thought to myself, Scott's bluff, but no dice there. It's not ground at all on the sides, nor on the base, anywhere. But what a knife. Nice and thin, beautiful edge work, still sharp. Great little cutting tool right there. And then I stumbled up on this guy. Kirk snap base. And what's interesting, well, it's 2-tone. Or 3-tone. It's got some white in there with it. But on the base, it looks like, I'm calling it a snap base Kirk, but it looks like they worked that back down for hafting, because I see some secondary flaking right there and on this side. So that ear is not broken. It's worked just like that. So I was quite pleased with that find. It was laying right on top. There's a look at the edge work on this thing. So that's putting us into the middle or late Archaic with this point. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, several different cultures, different occupations there, different time periods. Those sites were well used, and that's why there's so much material there, folks. Well, there's pretty much the haul for yesterday. I was very pleased to come back and be able to do so well. I was itching to get out and hunt, and thank the Lord, came away with some good stuff. So anyways, guys, I want to say thanks again to all our viewers, all of our subscribers. Y'all continue to share our videos and leave us some comments. We love hearing from you. Okay, guys. Till next time, we wish you the best. See you then.